What's up, people? It's an H Girl 30 here, and it is Money in the Bank time. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. There really hasn't been a lot of things that actually really been that kind of pump you up for this pay-per-view. Raw did a terrible job, but SmackDown really didn't do a bad job at what they did last night. But knowing me, the die-hard wrestling fan that I am, especially as loyal to WWE as I am actually going to watch this pay-per-view. And here are my predictions for Money in the Bank 2012. Now, let's go into the dark match, shall we? The dark match is going to be the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Boom and Truth, versus Hunico and Camacho. Why are these guys? Like seriously, why are these guys? To be honest with you, if I actually had my way and I was like somewhat of a GM, what I would have done when they had the tag team match last night with the primetime players versus Epico and Primo, I would have had a number one contenders match. It would have made sense. It would have made sense to have a number one contenders match with Epico and Primo versus the primetime players, and actually had whoever won the match go to Money in the Bank to face the Boom and Truth. That would have made sense to me, because seriously, Camacho and Hunico really did not do anything to get this title shot. So I really don't understand why they're on the card, but regardless or not, let's go into who I'm going to pick. Honestly, I really don't see Hunico and Camacho winning. I really do see the Booming Truth winning, so my pick is going to be the Booming Truth. Moving on to the actual Money in the Bank ladder match for the World Championship contract. Okay, there are so many people in this, but then let's face it. There's a lot of push between two people. There's a push for Cody Rhodes, and then there's a push for Dolph Ziggler. Those guys are literally the favorites to win Money in the Bank. I really would prefer Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes really does have the talent. He really does have the flavor of a decent heel to have the Money in the Bank contract. And I really do believe that whichever he picks, if he does become, well, not really whatever he picks, he only has one choice, the World Heavyweight Championship. But if Cody Rhodes happens to be the World Heavyweight Champion, I really do see that he's going to bring some kind of prestige to the belt. And he's going to be probably a better heel for being the World Heavyweight Champion. So I really see Cody Rhodes to actually win. But then let's face it, let's be realistic here. Dolph Ziggler has had a huge push as of late to be in the title running. And I've done many videos on this. I've done many videos saying that his talent is lacking. That his talent is being put in the back burner, that this guy should have been in a title running by now. So yes, it does make me sound like a hypocrite saying that I wanted Dolph Ziggler before, and now I'm going towards Cody Rhodes. It's a toss-up with these guys. But to actually have an answer, to make a long story short, I gotta be realistic and say that Dolph Ziggler is going to be the Money in the Bank holder. He is going to win the ladder match. Moving on from there, we have two championship matches. The first championship match is going to be the World Heavyweight Championship match, Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio, he is definitely, in my eyes, and this is my pick, I'm going to say it straight out, Alberto Del Rio is going to win. For crying out loud, he's on the freaking poster. Not only that, he's being promoted heavily as a heel to win. And I think this is going to probably have somewhat of a change for Sheamus. I don't think Sheamus is going to be a face anymore. If he does lose, he may go back to being a heel. And honestly, I really do believe that anybody that bro kicks people really should be a heel. And he has more of a flavor as a heel than anything else, in my eyes. So I really do see that Alberto Del Rio is going to be the World Heavyweight Champion of Money in the Bank. He is going to take home the title. It's going to change hands. Moving on to the main event of the night. And I'm saying this straight up. This has been promoted heavily as the main event, in my eyes, of the night. Is the WWE Championship match with CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan, with AJ as the special guest referee. Okay, this could go either way. So it's difficult to actually have a decent pick for this match when AJ is going to be the main person who is going to make a decision on who is going to win the match. I really honestly and truthfully hope that CM Punk keeps it, but I don't see it. I really don't see it happening. I really see that Daniel Bryan is going to probably get the belt back. I hope not, because he had probably the most boring title reign that I've ever experienced in my life. Seriously. His title reign was straight up boring and dull. CM Punk has literally been downgraded as of late. Not because of the championship, it's because of what they've been doing to his character. And then who knows what will happen with AJ. Because let's face it, AJ is going to go whoever the champion is. She's going to be heel regardless. So whoever is going to be the champ is more than likely to be a heel because she's a heel. So if I really had to gear it on the whole soap opera-ish kind of way, I would have to say that Daniel Bryan is going to take the belt and take AJ. There you go. Now moving on to the final match of the night. It's not the main event in my eyes. This is the WWE contract ladder match. Now all these guys were champions before. All these guys have absolutely positively nothing to do with any, they're not, the only possible way that you could actually have a shot in the dark to win this title is if you were a previous champion. So we have the Big Show, we got Kane, we got John Cena, and we got Chris Jericho. I would love to see Kane actually take the belt. I really would, because Kane has worked wonders when it came to the whole triad, the whole triple feud between CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and himself, and then AJ somehow got squirreled in there. But I really would love to see Kane actually take the belt home. But let's face it, now that John Cena's in the mix, John Cena's going to take it. I really don't want him to take it. I really don't. But let's be realistic here. This is kind of if you really do think about it, for the WWE Championship match, as much as I really did have somewhat of an objection to this, it honestly kind of makes sense if you actually try to put it together. Now, with the championship match, let's say John Cena wins, and we know that John Cena is going to probably take it. Who would be a better opponent for John Cena? Who would be a better draw for John Cena? The CM Punk rematch that they had at Money in the Bank previously last year? Or him versus Daniel Bryan? I don't know. Daniel Bryan is a great technical wrestler. But with John Cena, the chemistry will be way off. The one thing I can say is that CM Punk versus John Cena will probably be a better match because these guys have great chemistry in the ring. They actually do put on a great show. CM Punk knows how to balance people off. Unfortunately, I can't say the same with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan works well with CM Punk because Daniel Bryan has worked with CM Punk previously and at ROH. So they already know each other's style. So they already will put on a great show for that reason. But when Daniel Bryan's with other people, I just don't see it. Not yet. I really don't see him actually being in a decent match with John Cena. I actually do see CM Punk be a better match for John Cena in a match at SummerSlam. So more than likely, if John Cena actually does win this, he's probably going to cash in his contract at SummerSlam, which would make sense. And I'm hoping they do that. I'm hoping that they will wait till SummerSlam to cash this in. And I think that CM Punk will probably be a better opponent for him. So I'm really hoping that CM Punk actually does keep the belt, because if CM Punk keeps the belt, it'll be CM Punk versus John Cena at SummerSlam. But if Daniel Bryan takes it, then who knows what they're going to do from there. They're going to probably try to make it up for SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is one of the big fours. So they have to do something to pump up SummerSlam. Plus, it's going to be in LA this year. And LA did it big. For crying out loud, LA was the start of the Money in the Bank franchise. It was the start of the whole briefcase. They have to do it up. And it would make sense to have CM Punk versus John Cena. But if they actually have Daniel Bryan win due to what AJ does, who knows? We'll find out on Sunday what the outcome is going to be. You guys will hear from me after Money in the Bank ends, and I will give my 2 cents. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. See you later.